my glasses. I feel so naked without my glasses. This is wonderful. I think God's having a laugh or two with what's going on with me tonight with my live stream. No glasses, so I guess you're gonna see me naked without my glasses, my flame toys. You know what? Just wonderful. The joys of streaming, guys. The joys of streaming. But let's go. Hey, everybody, this is Rock Queens, everyone, coming at you live from my headquarters in Rocklahoma. How's it going? It's Sunday, 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 Sunday. Sunday. And it's Sunday Smoke Singles, where we just talk about recovery. We have a lot of fun with each other. You know, we can talk about, mental health, celebrate each other's milestones with recovery, and also you can be in recovery when you're dealing with mental illness too. But welcome again. Here we are. I'm telling you, God's having a few laughs with this one, I'm telling you. If you only knew, guys. But anyway, for those that don't know me, I'm Rock Queens, everyone, coming at you live from my headquarters in Rocklahoma. And the only reason why I stream is to share my experience, strength, and hope with you guys that are struggling with addiction, alcoholism, and mental illness. And maybe you're going through back pain issues, maybe life struggles in general, like maybe, because you can't pay the bills or whatever else and stuff. And I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for the fame. And I enjoy meeting people from around the world. I like getting to know their cultures and stuff. I like to just have fun with people, have a lot of fun and laughs. That's just me. I'm nobody special. And this channel was a gaming channel. And then I thought of the Queen's Light Brigade because like-minded people like me are sick and tired of the negativity, the white noise, getting sucked into the darkness. We're just tired of the demonic things that are going on in the world, and something that's going to get darker and darker and darker each day. And the Queen's Light Brigade is trying to create a wildfire change to diminish the darkness in the world. I know we're not going to get all the darkness in the world, but we're going to fight like how to get rid of it. So, what's up, everybody? Oh, my God. I feel so naked without my glasses. I'm having a hell of a time, Heather. Let's do another prayer again. Okay, for those that are new here, in the beginning of the stream, we say a prayer because the spirituality is our foundation for the Queen's Light Brigade. If you are agnostic or don't believe in God, atheist, whatever, I understand that. I don't push it on anybody. Everybody has their own spiritual journey and all that, but I know I was, especially when I was in my addiction and stuff. So, let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, please let this live stream be a beacon of light for others that are in the darkness and in the bondage of addiction, alcoholism, and mental illness. Let them feel your presence, your love, and give them the strength to get the help that they need. Please let this live stream be a blessing to all of us tonight, which is much needed for many people that come up here. And please let us remember the soul suffering and struggling addict and alcoholic and a person with mental illness, that they can find the help that they need, and also the stream just to give them encouragement and to uplift them in order to get through what they're going through. And thank you, God, for me having another day clean and sober, and having the opportunity to live stream on YouTube so I can share my experience, strength, and hope with others, that they too can have a better life. It's not about me, it's about being the light of the world. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen. So, I feel naked with my glasses, and thank you for all that are showing up. Let me give you guys a cyber hug. I give cyber hugs out to those that come here, that take the time to come here to check out the community, the Queens Light Brigade, and to show my love towards everybody else. So, here we go. I love you guys. I love you. You know that. Cyber love! There you go. Oh. There you go. Now, let me tell you what happened. I'll tell you this one. It's probably going to be in one of those highlight reels, you know, the blooper reels and stuff. I had an explosive experience. Hence, that's why I left so quickly off the stream. Can you guess what happened? Yeah. Yep. And shit happens. Right? Yeah. So I had to take a shower real quick and come back out here. How you doing, Mom? So, hold on, guys. I'm going to tell you something. Jim's a trooper, okay? He really is. He needs some prayers himself right now for what he's going through. Hold on. All right. Yeah, I do feel naked without my glasses. There you go. What happened to Jim? He's cleaning up a lot of unpleasant stuff right now. Mom's like, I'm doing good, but you made me laugh, and I have woke my family up as it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. What, did you wake them up to watch a horror show? swear, guys, live streaming. I told you guys and stuff, I had an explosive experience. Shit happens. So, I love you all. Joe, Mama, Tyson, Josh. Alright. Cool, what's up? LOL. That's right. That's a good way of putting it, Tyson. No, but my flame toys do. Just for you. Well, that's why I had to take a shower real quick. Like, you know how they do in sports? You know what? Just for you, Tyson, here. Cyber love hug! There. What's up with you, Matthew? Where are you from? Welcome to the Queen's Light Brigade. The Sunday Smoke Signal Show. With a lot of crap. That's a good one. Wait a minute. Mom, that's a good one. Listen, on here, guys, and you know me, you're going to see the good, the bad, the ugly cry, the insanity, and a lot of shit. Sunday shit. I just changed the title, right? I'm telling you. So why I have, diarrhea is because they put me on a new medication, and it's a medication I really can't pronounce, but it's an antidepressant / anxiety. Okay? And so I'm in the first phase of it and stuff, and so shit happens. Right? But I feel naked with without my glasses. I left them in the bathroom. But, oh well. Listen, kid, whatever. If you're trying to offend me, you're not. I've heard it all. I'm the voice of wisdom. I'm the voice that actually lived a life or 2 or 3. And I didn't die yet from my addiction, alcoholism, and God knows what else. Okay? So, if you don't like it, oh well. But I know a lot of other people do. Brock Lesnar. Here. I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm really not. I'm not a wrestling fan. But I'll imitate Paul Heyman for you. But I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm really not. Brock Lesnar. No, I can't. And that's right. Did anybody see The Wrestler? I'm in that movie, by the way. If you can find me in that movie, I'll give you a surprise. Well, I'm glad it's me, but I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm really not. Mama, what's up? Viva la raza! Is that? Yeah, where am I, Bama? Where am I in that movie? But you have to, thank you, Mom. You have to actually take a screenshot with your phone and send me the picture. Mama Snoop, I have 2 words for you. Savannah Bananas. Woohoo! It's a long way to make it to the top when you're rock and roll. Thank you, Fernando. I truly appreciate you. You know, I'm going to tell you something, Fernando. Back in the 80s, I used to be in boys baseball, in Little League boys baseball, all right? That was my whole entire life because I wanted to be the first woman to be on the Yankees. I know, but, you know, a kid has their dreams, you know? On the LA Dodgers, they had a pitcher of Fernando Venezuela. He was a pitcher, and they called him the Bull. And Tommy Lasorda, manager of the LA Dodgers, loves him. Hi, Liam. How are you? Good night, Mama. I love you. Hello, caught you live again. I love you, girl. You always bring a smile on my face. Wait, hold on. Good night, Mom. Heather's like, just watch to say hello and have a wonderful night. I have to get up early again to help my mom. Catch you later, girl. Love you again. I love you. I still pray for you and your family. You know that. Did you read the title? How you doing, Ronnie? How you doing? Then how? Why would you? That doesn't make any sense, hon. Damien. Well, I'm not explosive as I was a few minutes ago. You know that song. Here I am, your rocket queen. Or, rocket queen. I know what you mean. Coming to a radio station near you. Yeah, Thunderstruck. Tyson, you get it? Because of what? Thunderstruck. Da 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 da. Thunder. Da 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 da. Thunder. Thunderstruck. There's a whole lot of explosions going on. How you doing, Tom? Rolling Thunder. Firewoman. That's a good song by The Cult. I love that song. Donkey, how you doing? And I think my roadie is coming with...
It's getting dark. You need these.
Yeah, you hear it? Say it again.
They heard me.
No, say it again.
It's getting dark. I think you need these.
Thank you, honey. This man's like, hi, J-Man.
Hey, Dish.
Temperat is like, oh, it's a good Sunday when I get to see the Queen. Hope he washed his hands. I'm sure he did. Yeah, sometimes being on new medication is going to be a very explosive experience. Like I said, shit happens. And you have to just roll with it. Like a toilet paper roll. Just roll with it. Oh, man. As always, we love your honesty and bluntness. Thanks, Ty. Oh, I'm just me. I'm nobody special. Anybody can sit in this chair, and yeah, there's no. It's not shit. A shit chair, okay? Whatever, but. And talk. The Queen's Light Brigade, and I'm going to say this. I've been saying this for about a few days now. The Queen's Light Brigade is never going to be a brand. And believe me, that throne was tarnished, Dyson. What kind of cigarettes do I smoke? LDs. Oh, really? This. Oh, really? You gotta have the receipts, honey. No, they're cigarettes. I fooled you, Tyson. You know why I'm smoking cigarettes right now? Because I ran out of, my filtered cigars, my cigarellos. Because the company that I get the cigarellos from, like the filtered cigars, never got my order delivered. So I had to call the bank tomorrow about this crap, literally. And then, so that's why I used to smoke menthol. I used to smoke Cools. Every once in a while, I would smoke Newport, but they would give me headaches. Wait, do you know what Newport stands for? Wave. Newport, Connecticut. Or Newport, Rhode Island. Or Newport, Maine. Sarah, I'm going to tell you something. I smoked a lot worse than Cools. I should have been dead years ago, honey. Okay? So this voice is of experience and a life lived. Okay? I'm not one of those Kim Kardashians. I'm real. I'm the real deal, honey. Thanks, Wave. I appreciate you. And wisdom. Don't forget wisdom. And I'm the voice of wisdom. Oh my God. You mean you're not Kim Kardashian? You could have fooled me. Kim is really hot. From person. Well, that's whatever floats your boat, honey. If you like fakeness and all that, more power to you. Nope. Not in Texas. I'll give you 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. Ding, 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 ding. South got it right. Well, he had the state right, but not the city. How you doing, Spider? What's up? Georgia? I love Georgia. Georgia's always on my mind. My husband and I used to go to Georgia a lot. I was actually supposed to race go-karts there on the red dirt tracks, but he passed away. What's up, Della? Della Reese is in the house. What's up tonight? The tree branches and the leaves. And all that. How are you, Squirrely? Are you trying to get a nut? The devil went down to Georgia. Thanks, Wave. Listen, guys, and for those that are new here, this is a laid-back stream. This is a community. You know, it's not like a Hassan Piker or one of those kind of streams. You know, we have a lot of fun. If people are struggling with drugs or alcohol, Jim's back.
No, I'm not. What the?
Let there be light. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche. She's aroma in the night. Blinded by the light. Thank you, honey. Mama Snoop says hiya. Drugs are bad, that's right. Well, I should have been dead. Self. Even if you do it little. I had a couple of friends, and this is no joke. I was in detox. And my friend Rich was getting out of detox because he just wanted to get high and all that stuff. So we talked for a little bit before he got discharged. Guess what happened to him? I don't know the guy that was with him or anything else and stuff, but he took a big rock and blew his heart out because he thought he could use that much after 3 days. It happens. No, at that time, fentanyl wasn't around, honey. It was a shock to me. Whatever floats your boat south, just don't glorify it or whatever, or just say, well, I'll be back, I'm to go. You know what I mean? Just have kindness and respect and mindfulness for those that are coming in here that are early in recovery. Because I know how I was early in recovery when somebody says, oh, let's get a rig or, you know, a bump or, you know, a spike or whatever. Even when I was in rehab, when we watched those films, when people were smoking crack and shooting up or whatever, everybody was jonesing. What's up, Jeff? I love you. One day at a time, nature's serenity, peace. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen! Hold on, guys. I'm getting behind on the chat here, and I don't mean to. I love you, Jeff. For those that just came on, thank God you didn't see my explosive experience happening, if you know what I mean. So, cyber love hug. Cyber love. There you go. Oh, wow. Ooh. It's getting hot out here. Oh, my God. Thanks, G. Thanks, Squirrely. Spider, I love you. Maximilian, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Peace, love, and unity. Greetings to all beings. You could have let that one go, Mama. We could have had fun with that one. Who here right now is... Wait, Del, you're in recovery, you said, right? So Del says, I'm 9 years clean, but I can say it's a struggle from day to day. Cora says, I'm 5 years clean, August 31st. Heroin, opiates, and coke. Way to go! Cora, high five there. Della, 10 years. Come on, you guys. Keep on coming with the milestones. You guys are miracles today. You guys are miracles. Just by sharing your clean time with others is inspiring those that need to get the help. So everybody put hearts and prayer hands in the chat for everybody too. I'm going to give you guys a cyber recovery love group hug. All right, I love you guys. You guys are the best. Keep on, guys. I'm here for you too. Okay? I don't know what's going on with this, but I'm here for you. I don't replace AA or NA or Celebrate Recovery or whatever. This is a recovery, the Queen's Light Brigade. And you guys are creating light where the darkness can be defeated. You know that, right? So here we go. Recovery Love Group hug! Woo! Congrats to all. Jeff is like, I really enjoy talking to you. I feel like you don't judge me. I can't say that about many people. Listen, Jeff, that's life. People are going to judge you no matter what. Look what happens on here at times, right? They're ignorant. Do I miss the drugs? You're welcome, Della. No, I don't. And that's an honest answer. No, I don't. I should have been dead years ago. Okay? But I've loved myself that much to get myself clean and sober for myself. Not for my mom, not for my kids, not for probation, not for the judge, for myself. Because I deserve a better life. I deserve better. Even when I had the drug dreams. If you guys have drug dreams in early recovery or even in later recovery, it's healthy. Just don't act on them. Exactly, Della. Della's like, I don't miss the drugs, waking up and had to chase my next fix. It was terrible. And I'm going to tell you this. Okay? Cigarettes. Alright? You can ask my husband this. This whole past week, it was rough for me. Okay? Because my back pain, my anxiety, my depression, I was having a hard time getting medication and all that, and I was running out of cigarettes, and believe me, it was like going nuclear, okay? And so when I was starting to run out, I was like, because my cigarettes from the site that I usually go on should have been here already. So, you know. Hi, Healing, how are you? Well, mi casa is your casa, right? I'm glad you feel that way, Cora. And welcome to the Queen's Light Brigade, the Sunday Smoke Signal Show. I get that, Cora. Watch out! I'm gonna say this. I need a drink of water. This is warm already. Oh, man, on. Oh my God. This is just. They're on. I put these in the freezer. I'm Rocktastic Smash. Alright, so, Cora, on YouTube, they've been advertising these new nicotine pouches, Zen. Watch out for those. Because there have been a lot of issues with them. Oh, it's terrible. Look at this. You know, I'm battling the heat, so you don't have to, guys. But be careful. I mean, you know what? There was a time where I used to do pouches. Uh, what were they called? That was back in the 90s. And they were nicotine pouches and stuff. You know? I can't think of their name, and that's stupid. And healing's like, I'm so addicted to smoking that I brought a bag of tobacco and a box of tubes. I need rehab. You know, where am I at? Where you're at? Are you in your living room? Are you in your bedroom? Are you outside? Are you in your car? Are you taking a hike? I'm right with you, Smash. Nope. You're in Chicago. In the kitchen. What are you making us, Smash? That's where I'm at. Oh, Florida. Oh, you know what? My roadie forgot my megaphone, but you know what? Here's something, John. Ready for this? Can you hear me now? And even when I whisper, people can still hear me a mile and a half away. It's true. So if you don't like it, turn down your volume! Cora, Jim, my husband says the same thing. We were in Pizza Hut a couple years ago. And we were waiting on our order, so we were sitting in the booth and whatever. And so I whispered, right? I hope they're not going to ask for a tip. And you know, the workers across Pizza Hut heard me, and they looked at me like, true story. It's the voice of wisdom and a voice that's lived a life, John. So, what is, but I'm sure if you stick around, sit back, and just observe the community here, my voice will be sweet as the angels sing up in heaven. Hi, Pocahontas out. How you doing? Thanks, Cora. I will admit, guys, I get annoyed by my voice too. Okay, I do. I will admit it. Especially if I'm playing back a VOD, I'm like, oh my God, shut up already. Oh, you're so annoying. You know? Yeah. What's up, Bubble? You just woke up from your nap? Well, I just had an explosive experience a few moments ago. Like 45 minutes ago. Yeah, sunglasses. Yeah, at night. I wear my sunglasses at night. You know why? Because I'm cool like that. I feel naked without them. Good song by Corey Hart. I used to have a big crush on him. Boy, Ray, have you accepted Jesus Christ as your Savior? The future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. That band is from New Jersey. Corey Hart. Nope, it's been in my mouth since I was 10 years old. Sounds like, Denny, you're a loose cannon. I have, same time I feel he doesn't always answer, sadly. It's, Pocahontas, he does hear our prayers, and it's all in God's timing. You know what I mean? And it teaches you patience and humility. You know, because there's a lot of times, I wish, things would happen for me, like, say, getting cigarettes, from where I get my cigarettes at, right? But there's always a lesson to be learned. Swirly and ear, nose, and throat doctor want to do surgery on my throat because of my deep voice. I'm like, what the fuck? No way. Yo, what's cooking? Good looking. What you got cooking? Are you cooking up something for me? Good song. Hank Williams. I'll take that as a compliment. How about that? Rocket Man. Yep. If you see Elton John, tell him I want my glasses. He's been wearing them for years. He's always avoiding me. So if you see Elton John, tell him I want my glasses back. Cora, nice to meet you. Come back again. You're always welcome here. My new aunt. Love you. Jesus loves you. And Jesus loves you too. So cyber love hug. Cyber love hug to Cora. Take care of yourself. Keep on keeping on. No, I just got out of the shower. No, and you know what? No. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of my vibrations of my voice, of my raspy Jersey ex-junkie voice. How about that? It scared the mosquitoes away. Right? Hey, Plus Ultra. How you doing? Well, just a while back I felt explosive. I'm always happy to talk to you. How are you, Ultra? And for those that don't know me, I'm Rock Queen 71 coming at you live from my headquarters in Rocklahoma. And this is the Sunday Smoke Single Show. Episode 1, maybe? I hear Valor, or is that Cicada? Yeah, see, you're not the first person that had said that. Even my husband said a couple of days ago, there was a black snake in the seat, and he didn't know if it was a rattler or not. But I said, no, it's just a garden snake, I think. You know what I mean? Put your nose to the grindstone, right? Plus, happy Sunday! We're having an explosive Sunday on the Sunday Smoke Single Show. You only knew. Those are cicadas at night. And cicadas. Katydids at night and cicadas during the day. Dookie, it doesn't matter. This is the voice of experience and a voice that's lived a life. No, I haven't. And wait a minute. Plus, when I first moved here, no, it's not. I bet you have more regrets than I do, honey. I don't know what happened yesterday. I couldn't message you yesterday. I don't understand. Stick around and find out, honey. I'm doing rocktastic. How's it going over there, Mike? Hi, Levi. How are you? Respect. What's up? Much love to you. Wait. I see you. You're probably the reason Elton John change the song to Rocket Man. Good one. I like that. Listen, I can make fun of myself too, guys. Okay? So, well, Michael, my husband thinks so, thanks. Yeah, Levi. Taco Man is like, don't listen to these doofuses. You're a nice, positive woman. I enjoy watching it. Keep on smiling. I have a suggestion for you, Mad. Why don't you say something positive? When you say stuff more positive than what you're doing, you get more of a reaction. Well, it was explosive, Matt. So if I did pass some gas and stuff, it might be more explosive, like, if you know what I mean. So see, I can play with you, Matt. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you more than I'll ever know. Hold on, wait a minute. Karen says, hello, hope you're doing well. And by the way, I love your sunglasses. I need them to ride my bike with the yellow. It makes things bright at night, so screw all the ugly attitude people. Joking. Karen's like, hey, they more room out and in. Those glasses are truly rocket worthy. Well, I'm gonna tell you, thank you all. These are my signature glasses. I feel naked without them. And you can ask my husband. And I have all different colors. And 2 sets have been. So we have a hole to bury them. You know. Believe me, they wear and tear. Jeff says, I just found out the devil is passing out flyers that I'm coming. He is trying to collect names to keep me out. Tell him, listen, I have you by the belt loop, Jeff. Yeah, I do. I have you by the belt loop. And believe me, I have a strong grip. So you're not going anywhere, buddy. If I tell you, Della, I might have to kill you. Wink, wink. Hi, Beard. How are you? For some reason or another, when I saw your name, I thought of Jeremy Hambley, the quartering. Have you watched him, Jeremy Hambley, the quartering?
Bring some of this stuff in because I might be out there.
Huh?
I might not be here to grab your stuff when you quit.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And just say what's on your shirt. Just what on your shirt.
Yeah, it says recover.
All right. Am I showing your shirt?
Sort of. No, not too dark. You're blocking this from there. Yeah, but it's backwards. They can't read it.
You know, they can.
Will you read it to them?
He is the husband of a warrior. Addiction recovery awareness.
Yes. All right.
So Plus says hi. Mama Snoop says hi.
I put hi.
Okay, well, I hope you're having a good night. Yes, I have.
Ago.
Grips like the special kid holding the glass pet. They are beautiful. Yes, he is. We love you, your wife. Hi, Karen. What's up, Smash? I want to say something to you, Smash. You keep putting that and stuff, I'm not going to acknowledge you. Hi to your friend, or hi. He's my husband. Jim is a wonderful dancer. Isn't he, though? Isn't he? He should, be a part of, like, the downgraded, Okie grillers, like, Thunder from Down Under, like the knockoff Okie grillers, you get it? Howie, no, you haven't been. I've been in recovery from crack and heroin since 2004, alcohol since 2011, and I still go through my mental health issues, like my depression, anxiety, panic attacks, especially when my back pain gets to a certain level. I go into full-blown panic attack. I think sometimes I'm a little OCD and whatever. Are you in recovery, Karen? Reg, what's up? How long have you been in recovery, Karen? You're a miracle today. What's up, No Shoot? 20 years. You're not on methadone or anything, right? Fun. It doesn't matter. We don't talk about politics on here. Oh, just because I have a red shirt. You're really ignorant. Okay? I'm going to say this. You must be a Democrat because you're acting like a jackass. Sorry, guys. Whoop. Sorry. Oh, no, Rez, no. Wait. Oh. Rez. Oh, damn it. Oh, boy. Hold on, guys. The hardest drug I do is... All right, hold on, guys. All right, so... Way to go, Karen. Keep on keeping on, okay? Because by you sharing your clean time, you're actually sharing your experience, strength, and hope with people that they too can find recovery, that they too can receive the gifts of recovery. So everybody, put hearts up for Karen and prayers and congratulate her. Karen, thank you, Jeff. Karen's like, but congrats on your recovery. It's always good to see a brother or sister in recovery. Yes, it is. It is. Even if it's on here. I don't, and I'm going to say this real quick. Right? Hold on. Oh my, hold on. I'm going to say this. The Queens Light Brigade is a recovery community. However, it doesn't replace AA, NA, any recovery 12-step program, Celebrate Recovery, Smart Recovery, whatever, okay? We are a community of recovery, of positivity, people that are struggling in life, whether it be drugs, alcohol, and mental illness, or just struggling from whatever. We are here for them. We don't care about what's going on in the world right now because we're here for each other. And this will never become a brand. Now, YouTube's been trying to... I'm not doing it. Cheers, guys. It's hot. But I want to say one thing. You guys make the Queens Light Brigade. You do, not me. This is not all about me, guys. It's you. You are creating a wildfire of change to diminish the darkness in the world. I know we're not going to get all the darkness in the world, but we're going to fight like hell to get rid of it. But you guys that come on every day when I show up, you guys show up. You are the warriors of the Queens Light Brigade. You are creating a wildfire of change. And I do appreciate each and every one of you more than you'll ever know. We are. Little by little, guys, this community is growing. Okay? And the best is yet to come. Alright? God's timing and everything else and stuff. We are the world. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Where's my lighter? We are the world. We are the Light Brigade. I should make a Barry song, right? I'm proud of you guys. You are miracles. Each and every one of you. Even the trolls. Just saying. I tell people you only have to change one thing when you get clean, and that's everything. But that's the thing. And you know this for yourself, Karen. My mother's name is Karen, by the way. She gave me a lot of tough love. Okay? So I feel like I'm talking to my mom. Hi, Karen. I said Karen different. She says, yeah, when you say Karen, you say Kieran. I'm like, no, I don't. Anyway, I digress. You have to love the trolls and stuff. Like they say in the Bible, you have to love your enemy. Kill them with stuff. You know? I love playing with trolls from time to time. And I think if people have been coming on here, they know. But Karen, I'm going to say this, and you know for yourself. For me, yeah, it's cigarettes. It's not. Oh, California sober. I'm old school. And I have my opinions on that too. But anyway, what's up, y'all? Hope everyone's doing well. Remember to care yourself for yourself, and kindness is free. I don't agree. I agree. Don't love the troll behavior, but God bless the trolls and everyone. High five there, bam. You're California sober too? Well, I'm not. Listen, I have my opinion on it, and stuff, and it's a very unpopular opinion. We've discussed it on this channel many times. All right, and to me, you're not. Like I said, it's going to be a very unpopular opinion. Listen. I know you do. That's why you say California sober. But you do it just to get high. I mean, come on. You know? And take this with a grain of salt. We have a right to disagree with each other. Just have it with respect. I understand that. But if you're saying, well, I'm using it for maintenance or for... No. But... Right. I'm not... Listen! If you think I'm... No. I love you, Bama. I really do. Okay? Everybody has their own journey in life. Okay? My in-laws smoke pot, for God's sake. Okay? We have our boundaries. You know, they do their thing. They go to church and they smoke pot and do whatever and stuff. But I respect you, Bama. I hope you know that. Amelia, I know Jesus loves me because I should have been dead years ago. And Jesus loves you and each and every bite in this stream right now. Thank you much. I'm going to give you a cyber hug. Bama, I love you. All respect, okay? At least we could discuss this, okay? Like adults or civil people, right? Being human beings. Here, and I'm live. But see, all right, hold on. Jeff says, with all these people that are haters, and people wonder why I don't trust people, and a lot of people wonder why I don't like a lot of people. I keep a small circle. Don't trust. You won't get hurt. Jim has a small amount of, And I'm going to tell you, this is the reality of it. For people that are on Facebook or Twitter, Reddit, whatever, or any other social media site, and they have like 10,000 friends. No, that's not reality. The common person, from what I know, has maybe, in real life, 10 friends. Even less than that. Karen is like, there's a reason you're still here, and what you're doing is helping others by sharing your story, no matter what it is. Man, I only trust a very few. I've been hurt too many times. Oh, God. A poor VA fail is English exam for sure. Stop, man. Listen, I'm from Jersey, and we don't do grammar very well either. Just saying. You can share a story here and not be judged. Steve is like, hi, Steve, what's up? Bam says, I have. No shoot is like, love you, be nice to Jeff. Jeff is like, I trust Queen because she can't hurt me. I want to talk to you, friend. You've been on my mind a lot. And I'm going to say this too. I'm not a certified drug and alcohol counselor, and I'm not a trained therapist. I only share my experience. That's it. Okay? So wait a minute. Karen says, and when you go down a bad road, you find out who your real true friends are. Yeah, I just recently found that out a couple months ago. That I was a part of this internet crew. But I forgave them a lot of times on stream. Because that's the Christian way to do things. Bama's like, I'm from Alabama, most of the people can't spell. That's it. But wait, that's not just Alabama now. Everywhere now. They can't even write cursive. I see on YouTube now where they're selling these K-12 boxes, so these kids are homeschooled now. In Oklahoma here, they're doing these chartered schools, but from home, not in the classroom. What? They need to interact with kids. You know, that's the human experience. We are human beings that are social beings. You know what I mean? Hey, drugs fried. That brain crawled in my brain, so I know I can't spell. Gary, I'm going to say this. I'm getting hot again. Thank God for this, right? I'm going to tell you a funny story, Karen. And a lot of people have heard this story before. I thank God that my brain's not fried. I mean, it glitches out every once in a while, like, you know, glitches out. Yeah. brain fart like that. All right. But my brain's not fried, thank God. I was in a band called Vicious Bite back in the 80s. We did a gig in Wildwood, New Jersey. It was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and stuff, and some of my friends dropped acid. Now, I love my coke and my dope, but for some reason, I didn't want to try acid. You know why? You know why that is? Because I valued my brain too much. But yet, I did crack and heroin, among other things. Go figure, right? Cyber love hug to you, Tish. I love you. Cyber hug to Tish. Cyber love hug. And welcome to the Sunday Smoke Signal Show, episode 1. With the Queen's Light Brigade. I'm so behind. Hold on. It's terrible, right, Bama? Hold on. Lou, what's up? I wasn't trying to snub you. You know me. We're cool. I'm out here battling the heat so you guys don't have to. You're just a good girl, old girl telling it like it is. Much respect. I love you, Lou. Oh, we do. How is that for a lyric? Ben was like, I'm teaching my daughter cursive. What's up, Carney? Horny, what's up? Long time no see. I love you, Corny. Yeah, come on. Come up with cyber hugs. Welcome to the Smoke Signal Show on Sunday, episode 1. I love you, Corny. Horny. He was, oh, look at that. Look at that. Hello there. I see you. I see you. I see you. Oh my God. Oh wow. That's right, dog. I'm a recovery alcoholic. I'll always be an alcoholic. I'll always be an addict because I love alcohol and my dope and crack too much. But I'm in recovery. Oh, there we go. So stick around, dog, and you might learn some new tricks. How about that? Huh? You're doing wonderful. It was a rough week flu, without not getting my medication, and then running out of cigarettes and all this, and I ended up in the ER because my back pain and my panic attacks and whatever. I'm not 100%, but I'm getting there and stuff. Thank God for my husband. All right. He's proud of what the Queen's Light Brigade is. He's proud of you guys. He thinks you're all miracles. Thanks, Gigi. And we're creating something bigger than ourselves. It's not just me. It's not just me. It's you. You guys are making the community. I'm just a facilitator. But thank God for my husband. Because I put him through a lot of hell this week. Okay? He's a trooper. He deserves a medal. He deserves a steak dinner, actually. He doesn't like lobster. But I'll take the lobster. Are you, Chloe? Shoot first. Shoot first. Are you related to that psychic Chloe? Or so you can see the future? Tell me more about myself, Shoot. Or, you know what? I got something for you. Tell me more about you. Huh? Tell me more about you. And what's it like to be in your skin in your life right now. Shoot first. Yeah. Hi, Amy. What's up? What's the matter, Amy? How you doing, Miriam? Oh, I will. I will. Here, you know what? Here. You want to see something? Oh, I will. Hold on. You see these, right? Hold on, Amy, I'm with... Mama, do you know what I'm gonna do? Huh? Mama? Just for you. And Miriam, I've smoked a lot worse. And you know that, you've been on here before. But, what's your name? Stand by clear. Hold on. Mama knows a little bit probably what's going to go down, right? So she says, have a few more. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. Look at that. Karen, you want one? Look at that. How about one more? One more for luck, huh? One more to celebrate Smoke Single Sunday. Huh, look at that. Oh, you want one? I'll light you one up too, Karen. Hold on. Oh, look at that. Here, hon. That was just for you. So don't tell a Jersey girl to do something because you know what? You know what? She's going to do it. That was literally hot, right? Talk about a smoke show, right? I'm the Jersey Smoke Show. Do it again, huh? It's not called the sin. Nothing. Come on. Let's lit up. Come on, let's do it. That's right. That's right, Michael. But I'm in recovery. Just don't tell a Jersey girl to do something because they'll do it. Okay? Whatever floats your boat, Michael. Have you ever seen the movie? Unless you watch that, you have other ideas. Thank you, Amy. I love you. Amy, what's All right. What's going on with you, Amy? Why are you having a hard time? Let's show some love to Amy right now. And you know what, Payday Jay? You're probably addicted to payday candy. How about that, huh? Because why would you call yourself payday? Hi, Townsend. Yeah, wasn't it? Thinking that? I am? Oh, well. Just like the Jersey Smoke Show keeps blowing my mind. He looks like someone's been waiting for a long time. Yep. Don't worry, Karen. It's stupid freaking Streamlabs. Amy, what's going on with you? I want us to focus on Amy. Because she's not doing too well. And she's been a soldier in the Queen's Light Brigade for a long time. Where's Amy? Amy, are you still here? I guess Amy's not here, right? Alright, what's going on with you, Amy? No! Alright, wait. Karen! It's Streamlabs, okay? It's like an AI moderation bot, okay? I've been having problems with it. You're not in trouble. I promise you. I value you. Okay? I just have to try to figure out what's going on with Streamlabs. What's up, Star? So, Amy's like, I got bad news as the doctor's been stuck in a bad headspace. Well, do you want to share what the doctor said, or you don't have to? Because, you know, it's personal and stuff, so. You're still camping? Did you find Bigfoot yet? I was like, I didn't want to get... No, you're not blocked. It's... Believe me. Delightful. We didn't have it yet. You know why? Because another one succumbed to my face. Another one, yeah, died. Died in action. We have the hole. But I'm still trying. Oh, wow, is that? Oh, that was a moth. I love you, Karen. Okay, much respect and love to you. You can always talk to me. If you ever need to talk, my email is in my bio. I'm pretty much on call 24/7, but yeah, double funeral. Oh, you had to find gnomes. Oh, yeah. And he's like, all right, went to the ears and nose throat doctor because I have been recurring ear infections. Oh, that's not fun. I've had those. In my right ear, found out I'm permanently deaf. In your right ear? So you might have to have a hearing aid? Can you, my grandfather used to do this, and they said, oh, you shouldn't put your finger in your ear. Can you, can you, swish it around and try to get where you can hear a little bit? They have drops for your ears, too, you know. God bless you, too, Miriam. Jim needs hearing aids. He won't admit it, though. I had ear infections when I was little. And my mom, my grandmother, and me went on vacation in Upper New York State to visit my grandmother's friend. And she was an alcoholic, an active alcoholic. And it was so freaking cool because she had like a guest house in back of her house. And it was the wickedest thunderstorm, lightning storm. That's another story in itself. But when we were up there, I had such an ear infection that I was admitted to the hospital for a couple days. And they used a tube to clean out all that wax and whatever. And oh my God, it was the most painful experience. Nope, right here completely checked out. Your nose and throat doctor confirmed it with a hearing test. I can only hear on my left ear. So you might have to have a hearing aid, right? They have those small ones you just put in your ear, like, one of those iPod things. Huey Lewis from Huey Lewis in the news, he's completely deaf. He can't hear anything. So, thank you, Marisol. My husband thinks so too. Where are you from, Marisol? Tommy's like, you have a twin in Omaha, Nebraska. Sucks to be her. Right, Tommy? You're from Illinois? How's the weather there? I'll show you. Noah, it's nighttime. Well, I kind of figured it's nighttime. It's nighttime here too. He suggested hearing aids, or he said I might be a candidate for a cochlear implant, but that's serious surgery. Well, bye-bye. Here. Yeah, Amy, but that's expensive too. And a lot of times the insurance companies won't do it. I just heard something. What the hell is that? Is that lunar? Karen's like, I'm trying to find a place to send a gift. Can you put one up? Oh, wow. You know, if you go on my bio, you don't have to, Karen, seriously. But if you go on my bio, there's a link tree, and I think you can do it on there, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm very humbled if you are going to give me a gift. I don't, I'm nobody special. I'm not. I care for a lot of people. I care about this world. I care about where this world's going to. It's very demonic. It's spiritual warfare. And people like you and me, we see what's going on with diamond eyes, meaning clear eyes, right? We're not a part of the days and the haze anymore. And people are gravitating towards this channel because they're tired of the bullshit. If you can't, just send me an email. I wish Rick was here because he would. Rick's my sergeant, my colonel of my mods. He would take care of it. So I think this has been a real. Amy's like, you're absolutely correct about the insurance not covering it. He said my insurance would cover a hearing aid though, so that's what I'm going to do, because being deaf and one ear puts a lot of stress. I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Believe me. I mean, that pun not intended. And I don't get this. Like, when my grandparents were alive, back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, their hearing aids were like $5,000. Like, what? I can't imagine what hearing aids are like now. How much? It's ridiculous. And Karen says, you are special, and I like what you're doing. I feel what you're saying. People are so unreal nowadays. And when you find a real one, you want to help. I will go to your bio and figure it out. I'm sorry, Karen. Because I can't do one like this. I can't do anything. I feel humbled when people give me praise. I hate that word praise, by the way. When people give me compliments, and I'm just me. This is who I am. You're going to see the good, the bad, the ugly cry, the insanity, and the explosions. I understand. Believe me, when I started streaming, doing the live streams, I was overwhelmed. And I've been doing this for a long time, honey. Now I don't have panic attacks when I do this. Let me see something. Amy's like, thank you, Miss Rocket. I appreciate you. Like I said, I wanted to say hi and hugs. Loves to you. I love you, Amy. Okay, stay strong. Keep on keeping on. Oh, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be all right. All right. Hello there. Close and personal. I see you. I see you. You like what you see? I like what I see. Yes, most definitely. Yep. All right, hold on. I will try to help you. Karen's like, and that's what I like. Not to mention you have the balls to do this. I love to talk to people, but just don't know if I could do what you do. I have a hot temper and people would see my ugly side. For me, Karen, you have to be yourself. And that's why I tell people on this stream with the Queen's Light Brigade, you're going to see the good, the bad, the ugly cry, the insanity, the explosions every once in a while. You know what I mean? And you have to hone your skill. I was born to entertain. I was in a metal band back in the 80s. Thank you, Infinite. How are you? How's your night? And so, I get frustrated at times. I cry on stream. I'm not ashamed to cry on stream. I've had panic attacks on stream before. Bingo, what's his name, oh? You gonna sing for us, Strive? You gonna sing for us? Sing it. Put it up on YouTube so we can hear you sing Bingo. The world has lost its compassion, its empathy, its sympathy, respect, decency, morals. They're pushing God out more and more. They're doing more demonic things like the MAID program. That's demonic. People have no common sense anymore. What's right is left, and what's left is right. I used to be a shuffleboard champ in a bar in Dover, New Jersey, a long time ago. So hey, if you want to play, Jive, there is a site we can go on. So Infinite says good. Went on bike rides and to the beach and this weekend trying to enjoy the summer. How about you? Well, this week was pretty hard. I was out of medication. I was running out of cigarettes. I was driving my husband nuts. I ended up in the ER for a little bit. Yeah, so welcome my world, you know. You have Canadian sense? I'm sure I do too. They're getting rid of the penny in the U.S. Hi, Philip, what's up? Jesse's like, the end of the world is going to happen soon anyways. We are living in at the end times. Everything is looking towards the mark of the beast. You know, the beast system and all that, and yeah. Oh, I know. It's getting darker. Well, like they say in the Bible, you always look up. Look up. Right? We have to live life the best as we can. We can't just be like, oh my God, you know, the world's going to blow up or whatever. You just have to live your life. Hi, Tao. How are you? I don't think in my lifetime, maybe, we're living in a fascinating time. Well, the Earth is going through birth pains, like with earthquakes, the volcanoes, just odd things going on, like maybe dead fish, or dead. You know, there's a lot of things that are really, you know. Nope, no alligators. All right, so Devin's like, I hear them crickets chirping. Where's my invite? The earth is sick, very sick. Damn, we are outside. It's nice and cool. Wow, all you guys are just, I'm trying to read all this. All right, wait. What's up, Damage? You just missed an explosive experience with me in the beginning of the stream. Jeff is like, you know, you have helped me a lot. It's a lot easier to talk to someone behind a screen. Yes, it is. My family and some of my so-called friends have tried to help. My family understands me, but they don't like it. They want the best for you, Jeff. You have to get out of your comfort zone. I'll give you an example, Jeff. I love you. I'm going to give you a cyber hug. Cyber love hug! Been on my mind a lot lately. Not the kind you smoke. I hear you. I hear you. It's getting clean and sober sucks at first, okay? I was a chronic relapser. I did for everybody else. I did for my mom. I did for my grandparents. I did for my kids. I did for my in-laws, my ex-in-laws. I did for the judge, probation, whatever. Okay? But once I did for myself, everything clicked. I did what was suggested in the program. Even though I knew a lot about the program, I just didn't want to do it. Or I'd cut corners, you know what I mean? They're not leaves, they're flames. But, Jeff, I'm going to say something to you. I'm going to use two examples, all right? For an addict, an alcoholic, an active alcoholic and addict to achieve sobriety, they have to get out of their comfort zone. Okay? They have to stop doing what they're doing. Right? And connect with others that understands them, right? And sometimes there's a saying, and it's like, oh God, a bug just went up my nose. There's a saying, why don't you think the pigs stay in the same place as they are? Stay in the barnyard. Because they're comfortable in their own shit. That's why they don't move. Are they getting anything accomplished and stuff like that? No. You have to take risks. You have to think about the risk before and see if it's more rewarding than the risk. And believe me, I'll give you another example. I met Jim on Xbox. And hold on. I'm getting all these bugs down. Oh, wow, yeah, you know, I am on fire right there, baby, right there. There you go. All right, so about 10 years ago, I met Jim on Xbox. My son Sean gave me my first Xbox. All right. My husband died 15 years ago. And at that time, he was dead 3 years. The bugs are biting because there's a, yeah. You'll see him like, fly by me and then just drop because of my voice. The vibrations, they can't handle the vibrations. So, hold on, guys. I am so sorry. So, you have to take a risk, Jeff. Hold on. Let me tell you about Jim and I. They're dropping because Jeff, you're something else. They're dropping because they know better not to bother the queen. Heart-shaped glasses. Yeah, I've seen those too. They're pretty cool. All right, so without any interruptions, I try to promise you this. All right. Jim and I met on Xbox back in 2015. My son gave me my first Xbox during, Christmas 2014, and that's when the Lizard Squad came and did a dodge attack or whatever. My husband at that time had passed away 3 years, okay? So I was still going through the grieving process. And I was honoring my husband because I don't want to be around, other men, because I was honoring him. Because I had to get to know myself, okay? Because he was a part of my identity, right? If you understand that. When you're married, you take each other's identity to a certain extent. So, my friend Mike from Jersey was sharing music videos on his Xbox page. And I was like, what's this? So I said to Mike, how do you do that? I want to learn how to do this. You make montages and stuff like that of, say, COD or Battlefield or whatever, and then you put music to it. And at that time, Xbox was a whole hell of a lot of fun. Because they had, like, the upload studio, and then when they dropped that, they allowed people to use their own editors and stuff like that. So, I made my first music video called "I Am Rocket Queen," and it was the game. The game was Advanced Warfare. Okay, and so I shared it with Mike, and he put it on his feed, and all that. And so, guess who pops up and writes a comment? Jim did. He's like, "Oh, nice choice of music. Oh, this is my," and then I replied. I said, "Oh, it's all right. This is my first video. I'll make more, blah blah, whatever." So I checked out his profile, and it sounded like he was a real doomsdayer, and all I saw was his shades. But I saw he liked, pinball and all that stuff. So I said, "Oh, I like pinball myself. I like whacking balls a lot." And all that stuff. And CJ quotes, that's right, you have to learn who you are when you're separated from your spouse. You know from experience, right, CJ? I have an Xbox and PlayStation, but I've never played with them. Why not? Why not? If you're not gonna play with them, just sell them. Oh, I'm sorry, CJ. Hold on. Much love to you. And let me give you a cyber hug. And I hope it gives you comfort, a little strength, and a little pick me up. CJ, I am so sorry for your loss. It's tough. You know what? Do things in his honor. Keep on. Hug. Thanks, Lewis. I don't know. It's Streamlabs. But she said accidentally revealed herself earlier, so I was making a joke about. See, here he is again! And you're in the dark, right? So there he is.
No, you ain't see my face.
But there's a shirt.
Can't see the shirt, it's black.
Oh.
I like how you brought 2 bottles of water and didn't even open them. You've been out here.
And you missed it because somebody said, "Oh, why don't you smoke another cigarette?" I don't. I don't mind if I do. I'll show you the clip.
Man.
Everybody was getting a flame about it and stuff. Philip's like,
How much longer are you going to be on here?
I don't know. I've only been on for an hour.
Yeah, okay. Now what, University?
I love my husband very much. Come here for a minute. You're not going to be on camera. I promise. Fine. I promise. He doesn't like being on camera and stuff. He's like, flip it like that sometimes. But tell them a little bit about our story.
No. Yeah. I'm going in.
Yeah.
We met on Xbox.
Can you hear him, guys?
We met on Xbox.
No, say a little louder.
No, Vic. Not everyone has to have a voice as loud as yours. We met on Xbox.
Yeah.
I went to Jersey to see you. You came to Oklahoma to see me. We decided to make it a lifelong, decision. And voila, here you are. 10 years late, 9 years. Well, you've been here before. We've been married 9 years. Here in Oklahoma, enjoying the outdoors.
And I'm making my mark on this place, aren't I?
Oh, yeah.
My voice is being heard.
That's a good way.
Even whispering, they can still hear me a mile and a half away.
Oh, there's so many cigarettes on the ground. Full-grown cigarettes, too.
So, damage. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now, don't go yet because, they're saying stuff to you. CJ's like, thank you for your words. Have a lovely night. Good luck to you. Thank you, CJ. I hope to see you soon. Damage is like, that's what I do when my wife says, why don't you smoke another one? I say, I don't mind if I do. Damage is like, is that your lovely husband? Yes, he's very, well, he's not lovely, but he's handsome. All right, so, and because of the long hair.
I thought it was the money.
Yeah, right. All right. So Damage is like, she speaks very highly of you, and we all appreciate you bringing her to so much joy and happiness. Philip says, congratulations, married 9 years. How you doing, boy? We're doing rocktastic. How you doing, honey?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Of course, because you're an Okie. Congratulations, you two. Sounds like a match made in heaven. We were brought together by God. We were. It was like 1 in a million chance. I pushed him away a lot because I have my own insecurities. And that's what I'm talking about, Jeff. You have your insecurities. You know? We all have our insecurities. We just have to work through them. Hey, Carla, I love the song you're singing. No, Jerry, but I bet you did. No.
Why did it taste good? Okay.
So, what you doing, boy? Boy, oh boy. And welcome to Sunday Smoke Singles, where we just chat it up and have a good time and get to know each other a little bit, uplift each other, celebrate each other's milestones when it comes to recovery. I appreciate each and every one of you, even the trolls. Yeah, I do. And I'm going to tell you some trolls. The joke's on you because you're pushing the algorithm in my favor. So, thank you. I appreciate you too. I sure did. I wasn't one that thought that I needed help, but in reality, I need it as much as I can possibly get. It's, even like all of us are like onions, right? And when we're trying to get to know ourselves, because it is a spiritual journey, we actually peel each layer of the onion, the skin of the onion, right? And the more we find out about ourselves, that's right. The joke's on them. Yikes! FC! Huh? Did my face scare you? Did my jersey mug scare you? Along with my jersey raspy voice? Well, I have that effect on people. And, oh well, it is what it is. He is. The original FC. Stick around, maybe you'll learn something. This is the voice of experience. This is the voice of having a life. So, it is what it is. Lindsay, I do remember you. Yes, I do. Hey, let me give you a cyber love hug. Cyber love hug. How are you? Hope you're awesome, keeping the chat in order. Isn't ready, my guy. I hope you're doing well, Lindsay. I hope Jeff is still here. I love you guys. You should be so proud of yourselves. You should be so proud that you are a part of the Queen's Light Brigade, that we are, not just me, you too, we are creating a wildfire change to diminish darkness in the world, and we're going to fight like how to get rid of it. Damn, it's just like we all remember you, Lindsay. Doing great. Was scrolling and by, and I saw, I figured say hi. Whoa, what's up, Lindsay? Thanks for dropping in. What you been doing with yourself? Did you have a good weekend? I'm going to tell you, after the week I had a good weekend. 425 certified. You're awesome. I'm just here listening. I hope I don't blow out your eardrums, Jeff. Because I had that kind of voice, I had that effect on people. Don't send me the doctor bills if it happens. Easy is what I meant to say. Queen, ever thought about writing a book? You have a really interesting story to tell. Yes, and it would be called Under the Tour Bus. But I have to talk to my lawyer in Jersey because I have a feeling that a couple of people are going to sue the hell out of me. And I mean that. So it could be committing suicide. If you know what I mean when it comes to that. I want to share my story with you guys. My life on here is like an open book to you 95% of the time, but 5% is between me and God. So it's like just showing I had to put my doggy down. Oh man, like a week and a half ago, and so I've been going through a little bit of that. Just like you're the best. Well, you're freaking awesome, Rocktastic. You know that. Damn it, just like sorry that you had to put your dog down last week. Michelle says, hello. Yeah, that really sucks. Hello from Dunkirk, New York. How y'all doing? What's up, Kathy? You're from New York City, huh? I was born in New York City, but I lived in Jersey for most of my life, so I'm a Jersey girl. I'm sorry, Lindsay, that you had to go through that. I had 4 cats. This is back in Jersey. I had 4 cats. I had Chips was the daddy, Rosie was the mama, and then there's Fluffy and Magellan. Yes. One day, I slept in, and Fluffy and Magellan were meowing and looking in the bathroom. And they were like, meowing. I was like, I was so in a haze. I was sober. Okay, this happened like 2015, 2016, whatever. Right. And so I got up, and there I saw Rosie in the corner of the bathroom, like just on her side. And, and her tongue was sticking out. So I propped her back up, and she fell back. And, of course, I'm still trying to wake up and whatever, right? So I called the vet that's across the street. They're like, no, we're closed. You have to go to the one in Flanders. So like, oh my God. So I called my mother up. Me and her went to the vet in Flanders, and I thought Rosie was going to die in my arms. And I took her to the vet, and you know how vets are. They're so expensive. And having pet insurance is a scam. But they kept her overnight, and she passed away. So I wouldn't have to make the decision to put her down. That's a tough decision. You don't want them to be in pain either. You know what I mean? Doing fine, Southern Girl in New York. Got a country girl here. Hell yeah! Lady, how are you? Long time no see. Lady, lover, Kathy, cyber lover, Lindsay, and everybody that's in the chat right now, cyber group lover. I'm a with city attitude, Kathy. I'm a metal chick from Jersey, but I know a lot about country music. And I think country music has a big void ever since Toby Keith died. I had a friend named Tammy O'Neill back in Denville. So, Kathy, do you listen to country music? There's this new song by Leonard Skinner and Saliva called Long Shot. Check out their video. And also, my boys Tesla just dropped an album out called Homage. And they're doing a lot of covers of bands that were real rock and roll, like Bob Seger, I forget. I forget what other song. George Harrison. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah. I'm going to tell you something, guys. They've improved AI, and yeah, they do, suck up artists' songs here and there and all that stuff, all right? But yeah, I've seen one of his videos. Or maybe a couple, actually. I fool around with music, AI music. I'm on Suno, because I was a part of the band, whatever, and now they're really cracking down on copyright stuff. So whenever I go in my Wildfire studio, it's going to be a whole different setup. And all that. Sorry about that, guys. Thanks, Philip. You're awesome. I hope you're feeling better, Philip. I was having a rough week, but this weekend, oh, thank God. On God's time. Well, you can create your avatar and your tone and all that stuff. Persona. You can create your own singer persona. It's all about algorithms and all that. Algorithms and prompts. I've been doing AI music for 2-3 years now and stuff, and it's really improved, but Suno and riff guitar, I think, and what was the other one? Musica or whatever. They all went to court because all these record companies were saying they're stealing our artists, copyright songs and whatever. Because what they do is AI just scans, everybody's music and whatever, and whatever the AI comes up with, But there was one video I did, and the spoken word was, hell yeah! And I was like, oh my God, that's Gene Simmons. So, but they worked out a deal with Suno and Riff Guitar, or whatever it's called, and the other AI company. Really, Stephanie? Well, get his autograph for me, okay? Thanks for being here, Steph. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Sunday Smoke Show. How are you doing, Alyssa? Jeff, have you heard about Tom McDonald? Tom McDonald's good, but sometimes he sounds all the same to me. There's a lot of good artists out there right now that aren't AI. I'll give you some examples. Like the group All Them Witches or King Buffalo. And Liza's like, I'm good. You should say living large on a little farm. How about that? That's a great slogan right there. If you have a YouTube channel, I'm living large on a little farm. How about that, huh? Do you have cows? Do you have livestock? I want to get a couple cows and my husband won't let me. So, yeah, but check out Long Shot by Saliva and Leonard Skinner. Check out Larry Fleet, too. Listen to a song called I'm Done. A lot of swearing, but fantastic. Yeah. No cows, goats, chickens, ducks. Ducks, too? So you have a duck pond? And cats. Well, you have to have cats, right? For the mice and stuff. How long have you been living on a farm for? No, I don't want what in how we could do this. Well, it is different. I don't like the screen though effect because it makes me look all shit and all that. Something different. We do have a pond with wild gus, cranes, muskrats. Ah, you ever hear that song by Captain and Tennille, Muskrat Love? I can't do the screens. Jeff is like, I had goats one morning. They were missing. He found them 200 feet up in a tree. Where do you live, Jeff? I forget. Mountain lions? We have bobcats here. We also have coyotes. Jim has a couple trail cams up, and like right where I sit right now, the coyotes come. But usually it's like in the morning or whatever. We have possums, armadillos. We actually, before the stream got live, we had little frogs jumping all over. I don't know where they came from, though. Cats. We have raccoons. We have squirrels. Yeah, I live in California, outside of San Francisco. My parents' house is in Sonoma, wine country. Jeff, did you hear about Nancy Pelosi's husband? Well, I wasn't a wrestler, you know. I was born to entertain. In fact, I used to play the Easter Bunny, like in a costume Easter Bunny, and hop around in my mother's apartment complex. And I also played Santa. Yes, Santa. Believe it or not, Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Have you been a good girl? Do you want a candy cane? Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah. And everybody was saying, and none of the kids knew me. I mean, Sean's friends, they didn't even know me. That I was playing Santa. And I would do like hand tricks with them with candy canes or candy or whatever, you know? Yeah. That was a lot of fun. It really was. You know, I love kids. You know, and it's a shame because, you know, because of my addiction, one of the consequences was losing my kids. But oh well. I even had a spook house, one of the best spook houses in my neighborhood, and I used to dress up as a zombie, okay? And I used to jump out of my window to scare the hell out of kids. And there was one time, these parents were like, oh, we're gonna call the cops on you. Oh, you scared. I'm like, yeah, whatever, bitch. You know, I love doing that kind of stuff. And one other time is, I usually, you know, decorated the house before the kids came home. I'm talking about the other kids in the neighborhood, whatever, right? So, my neighbor walks up to me and says, I want you to do me a favor. I said, well, what's that? You know, he's like, when you do this, because he knows how I act and all that stuff during Halloween, right? He said, scare the hell out of my girlfriend and her kids. Do anything. Right? So, Halloween shows up. Guess who knocks on the door? His girlfriend and her kids. I jump out of the window. I grab the kids' candy. And they were Spanish, okay? But this one little kid, when that happened, he was white as a ghost. His girlfriend was screaming. They went across the road to their house. I'm banging on the door. Her boyfriend was laughing like hell, filming all this, by the way. And he's like, you better lock the door. It's open. And that was like a clue, right? So I opened up the door. And I chased him upstairs in the bedroom. And so, fun memories. But yeah, I love dressing up and all that stuff, you know. Hi, Chester, how are you? So Jeff's like, yeah, the government out here, the biggest joke ever. There's a lot of crime out here, but people get slapped on the wrist. It's a joke. Yeah, thanks to Gavin Newscomb and the powers that be. But Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paulie, I call him Paulie because he looks like a gangster. No, Paulie, he he was charged with a hit and run. You think he's gonna get any jail time? No. But anyway, enough with politics. But Jeff, I appreciate you, and I just wish the best for you. You know, try to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. You are here, and I know it's because it's the internet and I can't see you or whatever, but you're trying to trust people. It's hard. I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. Where? Bob? Are you Bob Saget's ex-lover? Bobcat was cool. He was awesome back in the day. So you must be old, Bob. Real old to remember him. I'm 21. I'm 21 forever, baby. 21 with 34 years experience. But I bet you, with your intelligence, you can't add. It doesn't matter. And no, he's not that. Okay? But you probably are. You probably are. Because you're acting like a jackass. See, they come and try to throw their arrows and, you know, spew their hate or whatever. And I've been at this game for a long time. And I'm not going anywhere. Trust me. They don't know who they're dealing with. I like the sounds of the bugs. How you doing, Mr. Furry Nickel? You can tell, right, Lindsay? That tells his age right there. He was funny back then. Yeah, you know what? It's very relaxing. And welcome to Sunday Smoke Single Show. It's very relaxing. I'm not being blinded by the light like I usually am on here. I partied with Sam Kinison, and he was a pig. He tried to clean himself up. When he died in that accident, he tried to clean himself up. Yeah. It's not me, Jeff. You know, it's that stupid friggin' Streamlabs. I want to challenge you, Jeff. I really do. In a good way. And you did make some progress, right? You should be proud of yourself that you went. When you go to meetings and all that, there's a saying in AA. Identify and don't compare. So when you're at a meeting, whether it be a discussion meeting, a men's meeting, an open discussion meeting, well, you hold on now. I love you, Jeff. Believe me, I felt the same way as you did. I didn't want to be there either. Because, you know, they were talking about I nevers. Well, I never got DUI. I never lost my kids. I never was homeless. I'm like, yep, I never did that either, so I'm not an alcoholic or addict. But guess what? All those things happened in my life. My I nevers came true. Hard head makes a soft ass, Jeff. And believe me, I have a soft ass. See, there's some. I love you. Whether you believe it or not. Okay? There's something from the past. And you told me about your wife and all that stuff. But I think maybe it's something further in the past. Well, I'm going to say this, Jeff. I'm going to give you an open invitation. We're going to do it on your terms. And my terms. Okay? I'll be soft on you, I promise. But we're going to do it on your terms. You know, little baby steps. Okay? At least you're on here, you're talking. All right? You went to that meeting, right? Be proud of yourself that you did. I'm proud of you. But I'm going to give you an open invitation. My email is in my bio. Hi, hi, Lily. How are you? Welcome to Sunday Smoke Signal Show. Lily, hold on. Cyber Lover! Nice to see you. I just heard I don't want email anything to get out there. You can always make it. Jeff. When people say I'm unfixable, they are fixable. When people say I'm broken or I can't do this, like this, I can't get myself. I said this in the past. Where, because getting clean and sober sucks. It's very overwhelming. Okay? And I was a chronic relapser. And I'm like, oh, I can't do this. Oh my God, this is so, because I don't want to do it. I was stopping myself from doing it. You understand? But look at me now. Howdy. Walto. All right, Pocahontas. Thanks for dropping by, honey. I'm live. Huh? I am live. Spain won the World Cup. Away, 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 away. Tacos for everybody. Well, good on them, right? Spain has a good team too. I just wish Brazil or New Zealand. Roy, thank you. I love you, Roy. Jeff is like, you know, a little bit of my story. I have a restraining order and my family has a restraining order against someone. Guess who? That's why I'm not scared of death. Do you know you attract what you exude? It's true. You know? It's much better than light than it is in the dark. And I almost died in the dark because of my addiction.
Just checking on you.
Hi, South. Southeast, what's up? What state am I in? Guess. I'll give you 3 guesses. The first you don't count. Neville, a lot of people used to call me Ozzy's sister. I used to be a band called Vicious Bite back in the day, and I actually opened up for Ozzy, Guns N' Roses, Motorhead, Rat, actually, and all that, and a few other bands, and they used to call me Ozzy's sister. Nope. No, South Carolina. Virginia, nope. I'll give you one more guess. I'll sing it to you. How about that? Where the wind comes sweeping down the plains.
Yes, then.
Cowboy Killers. Do I have a tick here? Hey,
Stop. Move your finger. No, it's a little red bite. It's a blood.
Kansas. You don't know the Broadway show, the Broadway musical. When the wind comes sweeping down the plains.
What's the first line?
No, he has to guess it. We're not in Kansas anymore, honey. Oklahoma, that's right. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. There you go. Way to go. What are you sorry for? Nothing to be sorry about. We're all friends. I was thinking Wizard of Oz when you... Well, The Wizard of Oz is my favorite movie. Don't sit in your bed. Don't. Come on. Thanks, Southeast. Welcome to Queen's Light Brigade. And you know what? Hold on. I'll give you a cyber love hug. Welcome to Queen's Light Brigade, where we're trying to create a wildfire change to diminish the darkness. I know we're not going to get all the darkness, but we're going to fight. So, Southeast, cyber love hug! Over the rainbow. Oh, what I did? Hello. I see you guys. And you can see all my sweat. There's my Ozzy impersonation. There. You have to have a sense of humor in this life. You really do. I make fun of myself all the time. These trolls, they think they're, you're so, look at your tooth. Look at that. Have you been to the dentist lately? You're going to pay for my dentist visit? And then they're like, get a job. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all that crap, You have to have fun with the trolls. And the joke's on them because they're pushing the algorithm, right? But I make fun of myself a lot. I love myself. Yeah, I can stand to lose a few pounds. You know, I've been through a lot these past few years with my back pain. They're just gonna find any reason just to, you know, because they need that attention. They need that validation because they're not getting it from their homies or the parents, you know, or the girlfriends or the spouses or whatever. You know what I mean? They want that validation. I've been in this game for a long time. They're not going to run me off. Trust me. They don't know who they're dealing with. Yeah, but I love The Wizard of Oz. And actually, a friend of mine that's in the program said, do you know that actually The Wizard of Oz is like, you know, a recovery story? It's about recovery? I'm like, no, really? And I watched it. And it's true. It's like the journey of addiction. And so when I look at it, I don't look at it the same way as I did before. You know what I mean? Maybe I should do a video about that, about how The Wizard of Oz is about the journey about addiction and recovery. Leader of the pack, bam, bam. Vroom, 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 vroom. Leader of the pack, vroom, vroom. Good song. No. Never tell a Jersey girl not to do anything because they'll do it. Okay? Don't tell me what not to do because I will do it. Okay? Yeah, I will. Yeah, yeah. You know why? I'm from Jersey and we're that crazy. It is. And Dee Snider from Twisted Sister did a good rendition of it too. What kind of other music do you like, Leader? And where are you from, by the way? And welcome to the Queen's Light Brigade. Well, hi, awesome. Awesome viewer that just came in. My husband thinks I'm beautiful. So you got something in common with him. You're from Vermont, and I love basically classic 80s and earlier. 80s were the best, right? So were the 70s. The 90s, well, it was the heroin chic years and stuff. I could have been dead by then. But yeah. You're from Pakistan. Well, how are you? And welcome to the Queen's Light Brigade. I see a lot, I'm going to say this. I see a lot of tribal videos. You know, those like where they eat like McDonald's or, you know, they take them out to like a Winter Wonderland and all that. There's a guy on Tribals, and his name is Mr. Saundry, and I love him. I love all of them, but Mr. Saundry I love. So yes, I do watch that channel, and I get entertained by him. Yes, they did. I'm gonna say something, leader. There is some good music on YouTube. Okay, you should check out these bands. One of them's called All Them Witches, and another band is called King Buffalo. So check them out. Or Greta Van Fleet. That's another good one. There are gold nuggets on YouTube as far as rock and roll, like the 70s and the 80s and stuff. Yes, I am. Happily married for 9 years. Have your prayers go out to my husband because he's a trooper. Yeah, Buffalo, it's King Buffalo, and then All Them Witches. We talk about music here all the time. What do you do in Pakistan? A raise? You love music too? Well, music is universal, right? So what kind of music do you listen to? I was in a heavy metal band back in the 80s called Vicious Bite, and our band imploded pretty much. Aerosmith, Eagles, AC/DC, George Sorrow, Good Steve Miller, Pink Floyd. Oh, and you know what? Hold on, Weed. Go on Tesla, not the car, the band Tesla's YouTube channel. They just dropped a new album called Homage. And they're paying respects to Bob Seger and all the 70s bands and stuff. Hi, Jew. How you doing, Trippin'? I have one of each, but my husband has a son and a daughter also, so we have 4 between us. Hi, Joshua. How are you doing? Nice to see ya. Yes, I can see with these glasses. So what are you doing this fine Sunday night? I'm doing rocktastic. In the house, watching YouTube. He doesn't like being on camera. My husband and I met on Xbox. Of all places, right? So what do you do in Pakistan? Pretty good. The crickets by you are loud. Yeah! Well, they're cicadas. Not some are crickets, but some are cicadas. But it's very, but Joshua, it's very relaxing in a way. You know what I mean? No, I told you where my husband was. I love it out here. It's very peaceful, serene. You just, yeah. I'll admit sometimes kids are annoying. But my husband comes out here a lot just to chill out, and especially if him and I have an argument or whatever, he'll come out here or he'll go out by the pond and just chill out. You know what I mean? I couldn't get this in Jersey. Oh shit, I hate cicadas, at least when they fly by you, but it's coming already. And one just flew by me right now. It went. The other night, a cicada, I picked up a cicada. Yeah, that's. And I showed everybody in my, in my hand. Yeah, we have a hammock out here also. Well, you have to do what you have to do. Alex. That's your choice. Hola! Hola! Hola, hola, hola. How you doing, Larry? Hi, soccer. I bet you watch the World Cup, right? That's like you got a cool channel. I dig your relaxed style. Keep it up. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate the compliment. And it's not me that's making this channel, cool and all that. It's you guys. You guys are doing it. You guys are creating a wildfire change. You guys are creating something bigger than yourself. So you should be proud of yourselves. I'm just a facilitator, that's it. I'm nobody special. Thanks, Socrates. Thanks, Zoe. What's up, Rick? I thought you were watching dry. Watching entertaining than watching TV. Hi, Abby. How are you? Welcome to Queen's Light Brigade. Power's out since 9 p.m. Just came back. Oh, wow. That's not good. Are you still staying cool? I am the philosopher of wisdom, not the legend of football, but a true queen knows how to scout a genius. I know how to spot trolls too, honey. And I play with them some. Well, good. I hate when the power goes out. How was your visit with Quickshoe? He was supposed to come here. And he never contacted me, so I'm not gonna, ask me like, yeah, well, all right, so before the crew situation happened, we were supposed to exchange numbers and address, whatever. And Dean was supposed to give me his information, and well, oh well. Oh. I still want you to build me a amped up golf cart, Rick. I'm being serious about that too. He's sleeping now. Went to bed after the power went out. Is he snoring? Oh, wait a minute. Rick, I got an idea. You see the horns coming out of my head, right? I got an idea. Put the phone up to his ear, and I'll just whisper to him. What's up, Dish? I'll put the phone up to his ear, and I'll whisper. You live off-grid and make your own electricity with a water wheel? Oh. But that would be a fun joke, a fun prank. If you ever, if you were sleeping on your couch or whatever, you put the phone by his ear and, hi, bud, how are you? Where do you live, Lead? I'm rocktastic. How are you? I'm smoking. I'm a smoke show from Jersey. How about that? Anyway, yeah. And welcome to the Queen's Light Brigade, and welcome to the Sunday Smoke Single Show, episode 1. I guess. Where are you from, bud? Looks like he's up in the only bedroom I got that ain't a junk room. Glad I hadn't had it from. He's on a dream ride. As long as he doesn't get wet, Rick. I mean, I want to say it. No. But yeah, I'm glad you guys had a good weekend together. You know. He's been through a lot in his life. You know, and his sister is homeless. And a meth head and all that. You know? So who knows, maybe my son and her hooked up. Who knows? Rick! I'm doing this pan's translation. Rick! Finally, right? I wonder how much gas he spends on that bike. What's up, Dusty? How's it going? Thank you, Rocket. The old one couldn't hear me. The ears got no stamina. The eardrums, right? Or maybe they got blasted out by me. Remember, I'm the voice of wisdom. I'm the one that has a voice that doesn't sound like Kim Kardashian's. It's getting hot here, and it's like, you know what? I didn't even drink any Java Monster. I'm just drinking water. Cheers. Beep. Water. It's not the rocket fuel I need, but when it's hot and steamy out here, I need it. That didn't flow too well. I had to come up with that. H2O. Harawa. 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 Aerosmith. Living on the edge. What's your favorite song by Aerosmith? I know who your favorite group is. Led Zeppelin. Dream On? Yeah. Ronnie James Dio. Harawa, right? Harawa. Have you seen videos of Ronnie James Dio's hologram? Yeah. Long way rock and roll, baby. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Joan Jett. I don't care about my damn reputation. I have stories about JJ. Deep Purple. Smoke on the water. What? What's going on? Rick? Roller Skater, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you? Are you just rolling through the night? Roller here. Cyber Lover! Nice to see ya. Did you watch my video named? No, I didn't. Oh, look at hello. Up close and personal. Oh, man. Wow. He retired this year. He's Twitter and YouTube. 50 years for Whitesnake. Are you like Judy from The Facts of Life? She uses Lord Scale all over. Oh, no. My big 10-inch. Yeah, I love that song. Train kept it rolling. Oh. Hi, 17. I'm doing terrific. Rocktastic. How are you? I know. Well, before the stream started, I had a very big explosion. Shit happens. Hi, Kevin. I have a cousin named Kevin. You too, Harawa. Dylan, hell yeah! What's up, Dylan? Yeah, I like Done with Mirrors. I wonder why. Yep. Dirty white boy! Dirty white boy! They killed it. Nobody's original anymore in Foreigner. So if you get Foreigner tickets, nobody is in the original lineup. Nobody. Not even Mick Jones. So don't support them. Thanks, something. Hola! Biquito Espanol. Have a great night, Queen. You're great. I'll see you in a couple days. I will try to work on myself. Thanks for listening. I love you, Jeff, okay? We're going to work on you. Woo. Surprise! Yeah. What the? There we go. Hi, Resort, how are you? Welcome back. Ole, 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 ole. Eric. I'm doing good as can be. That's all we can do, right, Restored? I can speak Spanish. Burrito, taco, nachos. What a night we had. So this live stream is called Sunday Smoke Singles and stuff like that. And it's probably going to be episode 1, episode 2, whatever. I'm still working on stuff in my head. But you guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you more than you'll ever know. You guys make the Queen's Light Brigade. Not me. Not me. You guys. You. And even you too. How's the weather by you, Restored? It's so muggy out here. Jim likes to take walks at night. You know, I like being out here too. It's relaxing. I don't like the weather. I'm battling the heat, so you don't have to, guys. Cool. It rained on your parade. I'm sorry to hear that, Rick. He got rained on? Yeah, well, he's not gonna melt. I mean, jeez. I did a live stream in the rain here. Yeah, oh my god. Oh, wow. Herawa. That song. I was in a heavy metal band back in the 80s. Called Vicious Bite. I opened up for Ozzy. I opened up for Lemmy. I opened up for GNR, okay? I was a female drummer back in the day, alright? He's from Jersey. He's from my home state of Jersey, okay? $2025 was rough because we lost Ozzy, we lost Ace. You know, but that song he did for Ozzy. Real emotional. That was some deep stuff. How do you feel about Zach being in Pantera to do the tribute? No! I know Troy. He's on hiatus right now because he has family issues and he has to deal with personal issues himself. Troy's a good guy. They're all good. That would be cool if I did. Back in the 90s, I mean, I listened to them, but I never bought any of their stuff. I hope you have fun. I hope you have good seats, but I hope you didn't buy the VIP package for like $1,500 just to meet and greet your favorite rock star for 30 seconds. Much love back to you, Roar. We've had a good live stream tonight, even though we had certain human difficulties, explosions and whatever, but I am so grateful for all of you. And each day, the Queen of Light Brigade is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, little by little. And I'm nobody special. Trust me. Harawa says fools pretend to be smart and smart people act foolish. Well, wow, how you keep doing that?
Because you can't see anything. You get scared. Look, I love you. I'm going to bed.
What time is it?
It's like 12:30.
Oh, wow. You guys, it's 12:30, and I've been on here for 2 hours and stuff. It's really getting hot. I love you guys. I don't know if I'm going to be on tomorrow or not, okay? Tomorrow, Monday night, roar, okay? And all that. So, but I don't know if I'm going to... Thank you, Harawa. Hi, Jim.
Hello.
Yeah, you too, guys. God bless you. Word human back to humanity. And let's put humanity back in the world. Do random acts of kindness, even smiles at somebody, or just say hi, or just open up the door, or do something special. Even do something special for yourself. And you just got power back. Anyway, good and kind from the heart. I love you, Harwa. Let me give you guys a goodbye hug. God bless you all. Guys, good night. Good night.